Rachel here with Order Your Lifestyle, being serenaded by Little Miss in the background, and today we're going to show you how to pack your carry-on to have a great vacation. Now, you may have seen in my other videos that I kind of tend towards a Mary Poppins lady, but I promise you it'll be easy to carry, but you will have everything you need for all scenarios. So jumping right into it, let's start with the neck pillow. You can get the ones that are inflatable. I do not have the energy for that, but it does save space, so that's an option. Mine definitely comes already padded and ready to go. Another space-saving solution is to bring a lightweight blanket, roll it up, and you can do that around the neck depending on if you don't want to use that as a blanket. I'm just going to bring the neck pillow. So that's going in my bag. And then next, I like to be prepared for all contingencies. So that means you might run into a situation where your luggage gets lost, or you find yourself in separation from your luggage just temporarily due to whatever circumstances. So I always pack a change of clothing in my carry-on. And especially as a professional, you just want to be prepared. You might be in a situation where you can't get to your packed clothing and you don't have time to get to a store to buy something decent. So what I do is I pack a simple shirt, usually something that's like a blend, so that it doesn't matter how much you scrunch it up, it's not going to get wrinkled and you can just throw it in there. It could be something that I could wear with jeans or a skirt if needed. And then I also pack a simple pant, and this is like an ankle pant that, again, doesn't matter how I throw it in here, it's not going to get wrinkled. And on top of that, I pack socks. Now the socks are because I'm a cold person and airplanes do get cold, and instead of trying to bundle up in a blanket or maybe carry a heavy sweater, sometimes it helps just to put something warm on your feet. So in addition to that relaxation, I have my face mask. And this is so helpful for tuning out all the other distractions. And a little note here, this helps you to not be disturbed even if you're not sleeping. So sometimes you get that person beside you that wants to tell you their life story and have you tell them your life story. And sometimes you just don't have time for that. Just put these on, put on your headphones, and they'll get the clue. So next I have the umbrella. Remember in the other video we talked about the umbrella? You just never know. And also, I said this in one of my other pages, but make sure that you check the forecast the day you're going to leave for your trip, because weather forecasts change all the time. And when you checked a couple days ago, it said sunny, and then the day you leave, it actually meant hailstorm. I don't know how much this is going to hold up in a hailstorm, but a little bit less than that. It's great to have an umbrella. You just never know what's going to happen from your car to the airplane, from the plane to the next vehicle. And that fits too. Because of that, I have my toiletries and my makeup. And this includes a little toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. And again, as a professional, you may have a situation where you're separated from your luggage. And this is actually the toiletries that would have gone in my luggage. So when I get off the plane, I'll put that in my suitcase. But just while I'm traveling, I want to make sure at all times, if something happens and I'm separated from my bag, I can run into a restroom, I can do a little wash up. I got my wipes right here. And moms, baby wipes work well for both you and the baby. If an emergency happens and you just need to get that trip grubbiness off you and get someplace without your luggage. So all of that's here, and you can take care of that on the go. It's also fun when you think that your plane was going to land at a certain time and then, oops, no it's not. And you have to get off the plane and go into your event looking like you didn't have that happen. So that's why I keep my makeup with me, and I can put on my whole face if I need to in that moment. You agree, love? Are you agreeing with mommy? Uh-huh. So what also keeps mommy and baby happy? Snacks. So I like to make sure that it is a high protein snack. Go easy on the carbs when you travel. Carbs make your blood sugar go up quickly, but they cannot sustain you as long. How are you gonna get a promotion if you keep doing that? So we have our high protein snacks. That's gonna keep us fueled through just about any situation that you might come across. I also like to try and pack one snack that is a water-based fruit. So watermelon slices or even an apple. This will keep you feeling hydrated on your trip. Also very important. And of course, we all know about gum. That's gonna help keep your ears open. And that's so frustrating for me when that happens if I forget. So gum definitely helps. Something else that's important. I pack my purse differently for a trip, and it's odd to me that I see some women coming with the full-on shoulder bags, which that's great if you can do that. I, for some reason, I just have a life that moves quickly, so I like to be hands-free, eat with or without my little one. So that being said, I bring just a messenger bag style bag, crossbody, very small because you just don't know. And I take, all you really need is your ID and some moolah. That's all you need. You don't need all your discount cards, all your membership cards. That's why they have your phone number. And that fits in this little front pocket. Kleenex for just whatever may arise. You don't know, again, what could happen. And I don't want to be sitting there, does anybody have a tissue? I got the tissues. I'm that person that you can ask if you forget. So then I put in my headphones, I put in my charger because I want easy access to that. So I have my cell phone and my Bluetooth, be always prepared for business. And I have all of my other accessory chargers, power stick, and USB key that I keep handy here. I'm keeping those things that are most important closest to me because I don't want to have any excuses or any emergencies that I'm just not prepared for. Yes, there will be an emergency that you can't foresee, but these are the sort of things that we know we need on a daily basis to function as business owners, bloggers, and mothers, dads, single people. These are our vitals in this day and age. So I have my notebook and I have my tablet, and that's going in my carry-on bag. And I have a good book. I love Grisham. For me, I like a hard copy book because I feel like, or a solid book I should say, as opposed to a digital book. I like that because I feel like I'm really on vacation. I do so much work on my digital devices. For me, this feels like I'm really stepping back. But you feel free to pack your reader also. And I feel like reading is really important for those of us who are trying to get to the next level in our business. So I always have something to read, even if I'm just going to be gone for a little while. Time is so compressed anyway as a mom. I'll just take advantage of any little chance I can get to read. So that's in here. I have my notebook with my ideas, all my business stuff. And again, you can just use your tablet, that's fine. I like pen and paper sometimes, and I like the tablet sometimes. So all of that's going in here. Now, the reason that I made a point of carrying this type of bag is because when you have those lovely moments where they say your gate's going to be landing at 7 p.m. at such and such, or your plane's going to be landing, I'm sorry, at 7 p.m. on such and such gate, and then you get there and they say, oh, your connecting flight is 7 miles away, and you got to run through the airport because they put the times too close together. I like being able to put everything in here, zip it all up, and just go. Again, so just and just run if I have to. So I have my bag. Preferably, I would say for the ideal situation, I would carry even a backpack as opposed to a shoulder one, because sometimes you just got to get up and go. And so if it's a normal time, I can have my purse on the side, my ID's right here, easy to access, but I can toss it in here when necessary. So I hope that helps all of you as you pack for your vacation. I hope you all are enjoying some wonderful travel this summer, both for business and pleasure. Remember to subscribe and like all of our wonderful outlets so you can stay up to date and get all the information necessary so that you don't have to let life order you around. You can order your lifestyle. Than a stamped envelope, and I love getting stuff in the mail. That was one of the highlights of planning for my wedding, getting all those return envelopes saying yes, we're coming. It was really exciting.